Aloha!
Aloha!
My name is Krista Ralaxmi-Detten.
And I'm Michael Ditton.
And we are Infinite.
Activation.
Today coming to you from San Diego.
Yeah, and it just started raining a little bit. We've had lots of rain off and on recently, and I think we got a little bit more coming.
And before we jump into today's topic, which we thought to give you some tips and snippets how to keep yourself uplifted in those complicated times we are going through, all of us, wherever you are. And to guide this in, we had another comedy show one of the evenings, so we wanted to share it with you. So I was in a kind of like a other room, and I was telling Michael, do you guys have this stuff, kind of like when you go to bed, and we had this story in Estonia, we call it unemati, if I would translate, it's like sleep mati. And Michael, what did you hear?
She was in the other room, and all I heard her saying is sleep monkey. Sleep monkey. Well, what's a sleep monkey? I don't know what a sleep monkey is.
Yeah, so I had to come out and say it's sleep mati.
Yeah, it's kind of like the U.S. version of Sandman, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and then I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like you go to bed and then you have someone coming and putting sand in your eye. Like,
when you wake up in the morning, you get that nice little crust in the corner of your eye. That's from the Sandman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't make logic sometimes. So.
Neither does sleep monkey, and you kept trying to talk to me about sleep monkey.
Yay. So another episode of comedy. Yeah, very cool. So we want to do this very short, and we have some tips. And the first one is very, very important, which everyone should kind of maybe put extra focus on during these times, because it's actually scientifically proven that it will also improve your immune system. Yep. What's that?
Sleep, which I am lacking, so I need to get better at it myself.
Yeah. So what helps better to sleep?
Sleep monkey.
Of course.
I got my sleep monkey.
Sandman.
Yeah, Sandman. Getting to bed at a decent time, proportionate to whatever time you get up. 4 days a week, I have to get up at 4:30, so that means I need to go to bed earlier, which is a challenge because I'm not used to going to bed that early. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. But
so the routine, the evening routine is very important.
Yeah.
So
along with the morning routine.
Yeah. So evening routine is suggested. What we do is basically I try to close down my computer if possible, latest like 7 o'clock, and then we maybe watch a program together just to relax and kind of unwind, and then have, if possible, like 1 hour I like to write or read, and then maybe listen to a meditation. And recently I actually started to listen to binaural beats because it helps to really calm down the waves of your brain. And if you are an empath like I am, so I tap into the overall collective consciousness, which sometimes can be a little disturbing, especially nowadays. So this meditation or the music really helps me to unplug, and then I calm down, and then I can fall asleep.
Yeah, and I know that I'm working on a little different routine. It's 3 days a week it's one way, and 4 days a week it's a different way. And the first week I did it, I actually was feeling pretty good about it, and then we had the time change, and I haven't readjusted. So it's I'll get it this week though, I think.
And second would be how you wake up and the morning routine. And you probably heard it's so popular. Everyone is talking about 5 o'clock club and also those things. But the most important, I think, for me has been to figure out what works for me. So I've been testing different things.
That's right.
So right now is, if I can, the first thing would be basically to work out. And then after that, I do my morning pages, writing and reading. And I also do the high performance diary. So I kind of put my intention, also visualize, if I can, how the day will go about. And those intentions and visualizations is so important, especially right now, because oftentimes in situations like this, we disconnect and then we don't give any intentions or visualizations out there anymore. And that's where you give your power away, like to really be on top of your world and continue to be the captain. We need to really, as individuals, take care of that.
Yeah, your intention is a positive roadmap for the day. And it's better to start with, a positive roadmap than it is uncertainty, or with everything that's going on in the world right now, even fear and what have you. So if you sit and take a little bit of time for yourself and set those intentions, it gives you that roadmap for the day, and will help you get through the day.
Yeah, I started to read Brendan's book, The Student Leadership Guide, and there is a really cool quote here. It is meaningless to talk about leadership unless we believe that individuals can make a difference in the lives of others. Mm-hmm. So each individual, each person, if we kind of take care of ourselves, then it will be easier in a collective sense as well. So,
yeah.
And then the third one was,
don't sweat the small stuff. And this is another one I'm bad about because I worry about everything. But there's enough challenges in life that we don't have as much control over, and the small stuff we normally do have some form of control over. Or there's really, for me, the small stuff is actually thinking about something that hasn't happened and then worrying about it and kind of going through in my mind how I'm going to deal with it, or how the outcome is, or anything else. And in a lot of cases, it doesn't actually happen anyways. So that's small stuff. I mean, there's nothing we can do to control this global thing that we have going on as far as the whole world goes, but we can control it within our own lives and our own family. And that collectively is going to help globally. So, there's nothing that we can do. We can't solve the problems of the world. And they're going to be there. So let's not sweat the small stuff, so we can have the energy to take care of the things that we need to when the big stuff comes up and we need to figure out how to deal with it.
Yeah, and one really simple thing with that is basically I always have like little tips, like maybe 2 or 3 things which I can do right away. Like this morning, I had a very stressful situation, like 2 different things happened. And one of the first things I do is basically I just take time off to really like breathe in and out very deeply. And then, kind of this way connect back to myself. And then some other things, which depending on the situation, I can, figure those out. So it really helps to not lose your center, which is so like easy to do these days, and just stay centered, kind of be the eye of the storm and let everyone like kind of circle around you, but not go along with that. It's so, so important. And as Michael said, you can control it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so we have some people.
Yep.
Who are?
Kaya and I can't read without my glasses on.
Kaya and Kredidunder. Aloha. Very
Aloha.
Nice. Yeah. And the last one is basically
the most important.
Yeah, is laughing.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
So, yeah. And
live life. Enjoy. Laugh.
If you don't have someone to make funny jokes like we do, Sleep Monkey and all those funny things, then maybe you can connect with someone online, some of your friends, or you can see Mr. Bean, or some funny comedy shows and stuff.
There's lots of tools out there to to be uplifted and get a laugh. I intentionally don't look at a lot of stuff on Facebook with the videos and what have you, but I tell you, every once in a while some will come up and they're just funnier than all get out. So if you've got nothing, you can find something pretty easily.
Yeah. So very small little things which can make a huge difference, and we really recommend you to take really good care of yourself, your health, your family. Stay in if you can, and don't do anything stupid. This is like kind of invisible enemy. We don't know when it can hit us or our loved ones. So it's better to be conscious and aware.
Yeah, we don't need to do knee-jerk reactions. There's a lot of that's going on, and that's not going to serve any purpose. But we do need to be diligent, and we do need to be aware and conscious, and we need to do the things that we need to. But buying a year's worth of toilet paper, I don't think that's one of the things we need to do. So anyhow, use as Brendan normally says, common sense isn't always common practice. We need to use common sense in situations like this. So whatever it is you need to do to take care of yourself and your family, make sure you do that. And we wish everybody, happy and healthy, and whatever it takes to get through it.
Yeah, and your homework is basically go through all of these tips we just shared with you and see, how is it in your life? How is it with sleep? How is it with morning routine? How is it with, sweating with the small stuff? And how is it with the laugh,
Yeah.
So put these fully in action, and these 4 little steps will just like really make a huge difference. So
and on that small stuff that we talk about sweating about, those can be habits. And if you've listened to Crystal and I in the past, we talk about changing habits and trading in bad habits for good habits. I still am working on the bad habit of sweating those little things, worrying about things that probably will never even come about. If you can identify that when it's happening, and then figure out a habit that you can replace that with, maybe when something comes up, you read something, a quote or a passage or something that's enlightening to you to help you change your mindset in that negative thought process. And that's changing the habit.
And instead of running to, ice cream when you feel bad,
first, that's
don't even buy ice cream.
Yeah,
and secondly, do crunchies or something different, so you get the new
habit. I like the ice cream still.
Yeah.
I'll do the crunches so I can have the ice cream.
Yeah. So we actually decided to do this live. We usually have our lives on Facebook on Wednesdays, but we just chose to do it today because it's really needed to have more positive input right now. And we hope that this really serves you and that you can, turn on all your positive conscious energies and presence so that you can be this individual who makes a difference.
And Kaya said aloha. We also had MB and Judy jump on. So aloha everybody.
Yeah. So all the best to you. And if this video was also inspiring, please don't hesitate to share. If you have some questions, give us comments. And afterwards, I'll also do a little blog post, which will be linked with this video. So you can share that as well and become our subscriber.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it, we've got some new releases that are hitting out there. Well, not even coming. They're out there now. You just launched the new masterclass program, and we reintroduced, for Estonian. So there's a lot going on. Yeah,
so keep in touch. And next week will be the last of these kind of Facebook Lives. After that, we will move these kind of lives into our membership group areas and just continue with little snippets of how to video. So we still continue once a week, but in a different format. So thank you so much and all the best, and keep yourself safe and healthy.
Yeah. Mahalo.